Morning, Facebook and YouTube. Oh, we're here. Day 9. I really feel like I should be bouncing on, full of energy this morning. But truth be told, I've got 2 little 5-year-olds at home, and one of them decided bed was a really good place with mummy at 5:30 this morning. So my eyes are a little bit gluey, but we're here. We are here, and we are ready today to learn how to let go of resentment and blame, because they, like many of the other emotions that we've been working on, are again some of the big ones that we sit with that end up holding us back. And hold on, very important cup of tea. Very often we talk to people and they want to know how they feel like I'm carrying resentment towards my partner, or maybe towards their parents or loved ones, or perhaps not so loved ones. And we often blame ourselves for things that are happening in life. Very often we end up taking on responsibility for others. We take on other people's problems. We can blame ourselves for all of the things that go wrong, or the reverse of that, we can end up blaming everybody else for everything. And both positions, both of those, either blaming ourselves, blaming other people, all of them come from a really disempowered place. And that's a whole other conversation about energy dynamics and relationships to talk about. But the energy of resentment, if you were to think about it or see it or feel it in your energy field, literally eats you up. The way I kind of, if I was to envisage it, is almost acidic. And very often in psychophysiology, so energetic psychophysiology, there are lots of different models that talk about the different impacts that our emotions can have and the underlying or ongoing health conditions, diseases, illnesses that we can end up with based on the emotions or situations or scenarios or thoughts or beliefs that we hold. And lots of these are very scientifically grounded. Lots and lots and lots of thousands of studies have been put in place around a lot of these. And what they're now able to correlate is situations, life events, things that happen to us, which then lead to common traits or patterns that you would expect to see as health conditions if they are left unresolved. Now, one of the things that we do within EAM is obviously show you how to resolve all of those things before they become something that makes you sick. If you deal with the pent-up resentment, the pent-up blame, the pent-up anger, frustration, the fear, the depression, the overwhelm, the stress, anxiety, whatever label you want to give it, all of them in EAM terms are in one of 3 energy states that you may have heard me talk about. One of the key concepts of EAM is everything is energy in either the resistant, the reversed, or receptive energy states. And you apply that same theory, that same model to every single aspect of your life. And our emotions are just one tiny, tiny piece of the puzzle of what you can work on using EAM, because everything is energy. You can apply it to whatever situation you see. So today we really want to take a look at how answering some of the big questions like, how can I stop feeling resentment? Why do I blame myself and others? How do I get out of the blame, shame, guilt game? And again, another conversation for another day, but so often, ultimately, it all comes down to finger pointing. Nobody wants to take responsibility for themselves. If you remember me talking about the old paradigm, which is based in fear and lack and control, it's about blame and shame and guilt. If you think about the way that many popular news and media outlets deliver their noteworthy news, it's always about who's at fault, who's to blame, who's guilty, who's done wrong, who's the this, who can we point the finger at, who's not doing something, who is this, who is that. The new paradigm, the world that everybody wants to live in, is based in love, in joy, in freedom, and in self-responsibility. Instead of blame and shame and guilt, you use openness, connection, conversation, and full self-responsibility. Now, I'm going to talk about this one here actually, because this actually came up this week. Somebody had talked about one of the concepts we discuss a lot within EAM, which is being fully responsible for yourself and everything that happens in your life. Now, that can be a very, very big subject to discuss and a difficult one to fully take on board. But when you live your life from the basis that everything is energy, it means that you have the power to shift and change it all. It also means that you have to take full responsibility for the life events, the things that happen, the conversations, the sickness, the illness, the relationships, the hurt, the trauma. On some level, whether we were conscious of it or not, we create our own reality. So basically, you can't have it both ways. You can't be a powerful creator of your own reality and then point the finger at that bit over there and say, I didn't do that. It's like you either are or you aren't, and you are. You are a powerful creator, and you can change what's happening in your life exactly as we've shown you every single day with what you're doing with EAM. And actually, when you do take that philosophy on board and really live it, you become so empowered, because it means that you're no longer giving your power and your energy away to other people. If you stop blaming others, if you stop giving away the fact that you can create and you have created life situations, if you stop giving that away, it means that you once again have the power back to change it. Just because something's happened to you, it doesn't mean it can't be changed. Everything can be shifted from an energetic basis, and that is exactly what EAM can help you to do. Whether it's letting go of things in your past, whether it's situations, we've all had traumatic incidents and life events at some point. And I know it's a hard one to get to grasp, but I promise you the empowerment that comes when you do is far beyond carrying the blame, the shame, the guilt, and the resentment. So, with all of that said, that's exactly what we want to look at today. There we go. What's happened to my Insta peeps? Hi, I lost you. Oh, we're back. So, today we're going to be taking a look at exactly what we can do using EAM to work on releasing the resentment and the blame. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. If this is the first time you've come across me or EAM, please follow the link under this video and go and watch the 5 steps of EAM, full explanation where I guide you through the process. Today, I'm going to walk you through it quickly. I'm assuming that you know what it is, but you can follow along and just follow everything that I'm sharing with you. Just trust me. This is a process and technique that I can guide you through, and just follow the steps as we walk. So just close your eyes for me. There are 5 steps to the process. Step 1. I was going to have my tea. Sorry, one sec. So close your eyes for me. Stand with your feet hips width apart. And we are going to release the blame and resentment. We're going to do some work on ourselves, and we will also do some work on the wider planet as well. So step 1, we're going to ask your body a question, or ask your energy field a question. Am I holding any feelings of resentment and blame? So your body's probably going to sway forwards. It might sway backwards. Usually a sway forwards is a yes, a sway backwards is a no. Step 3 is about what you're experiencing. So close your eyes and pay attention. Where do you feel that you're holding this resentment? Where do you feel like you're holding the blame? See if you can locate it. It might be a big dark ball. It might be a heaviness. It might feel like something inside of you. It might feel like your heart is crushing in. Doesn't matter what the experience is, we're just using it to identify how that energy is impacting you right now. And if you can't feel it in your body, you can also work through this using numbers. So ask your sway how many times or how many feelings of blame or resentment you're holding. So it might be more than 100, more than 10, more than 100, more than 1,000, more than 10,000. Just give yourself a ballpark figure. Like I said, I'm assuming you know what we're working through by now. We're on day 9. So if you're new to this, please go and watch one of the other training videos. So step 4, we're going to work through this and do the release. I will guide you through the steps. So simply repeat this out loud after me. I am ready to I'm ready to release this feelings of resentment and blame, of blaming myself and blaming others. I release this from my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to release any and all resentment and blame held in my energy. I release the blame for myself and for others. I release this from my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to release resentment and blame. I release this from my energy, from my body, from my heart, from my soul. I release this fully from my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Okay, and we're going to do another step 4 and include other people around the planet. I am ready to release this global consciousness of blame, shame, resentment, and guilt. I release it from myself, from others around me, from my community, from the global consciousness. I release and delete it from existence. I release this in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to release all resentment and blame. I release this fully from my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to fully release all resentment and blame from mass consciousness, the community, from society. I release the blame, shame, guilt game. I release this from my energy. I release this from the energy of everyone on the planet. We release this in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Okay, take a nice deep breath in. Now we're ready to do step 5, which is where we get to choose what we want to think, feel, or experience instead. So, best way to do step 5, close your eyes. Just imagine that you're opening your energy up, standing tall, allowing the energy to roll down your spine from the top of your head all the way down your back into your legs, down into the ground. Imagine your aura, your energy, your physical body expanding to fill the room. Pop your hands up above your head. I am ready to allow myself to be fully responsible for everything that happens in my life experience. I allow myself to stand fully in my power. I allow all of this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to allow myself to be a powerful co-creator of my life experience. I take full responsibility for myself. I forgive myself and others. I allow myself to regain and reclaim my power. I allow all of this into my energy, into my head, my heart, and hara. I allow myself to live fully in this way. I allow all of this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to allow myself to be fully in my power, to be fully responsible for everything that life brings. I forgive myself and others. I reclaim my power, my strength. I know that I create my life and all experiences in it. I allow all of this into my energy, in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. Really nice big deep breath in and out. Gorgeous. Slowly bring your arms down by your sides, and whenever you feel ready to open your eyes. Sorry, Insta, we keep losing you today. How's that feel? Oh, feel really, really grounded. Really grounded. Please let us know if you're tuning in and watching these, how you're feeling, what you notice, what comes up when we do step 3 and step 4, where you're noticing the tension or the resistance in your body, and of course what you feel, how you're feeling once you've done the step 5s. Please do let us know, and remember to keep on sharing too. Now tonight, because I know there are so many questions that come up, and this feels a very one-way conversation at the minute, just doing the calls every morning, because I'm trying to keep them short so that you can squeeze it into your day. But tonight at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be live on Facebook. We might stream to another couple of places, but all the questions we'll be taking will be on Facebook. It really is like a pajama party. You can rock up in your gym jams and ask anything. Who knows what mad kind of crazy conversations we may end up having. But if you're having trouble with your sway, if you want me to explain why it may not be working and how to get it working for you, how to use EAM, some of the other things that you can use EAM to work on, how to change your life, how to work on a particular issue that you've got, whatever it is that's coming up for you, who knows what you'll see. But all of the questions that you hear there will be an answer in there somewhere for you. So please do tune in tonight live at 8 p.m. If you're going to be there, please let us know that you're there too. So yes, we'll see you tonight. That's assuming that the two little peeps go to bed on time. So I'll be here 8-ish. Let's just call it 8-ish. We'll be live tonight. But yeah, I'm really, really, really looking forward to seeing you this evening. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye. Bye. Bye, you guys.